Happy Tuesday. So hopefully translations went well yesterday. Today we are actually going to do the same thing, but now we're going to focus on reflection. So exact same process, right? I would first like you to draw this figure on your graph paper. All right, so draw it down. If you don't have graph paper, you can always just do it on a scratch piece of paper. Just draw your X and Y axis, okay? And then I would like you to try to reflect this image over the y-axis. So we're going to pause your video and give it a shot and see if you can reflect over the y-axis. Hopefully you paused it. So now I'm going to show you is how can we do this in simplest of terms, okay? So first off, identify your y-axis, right? So we have our y-axis here, okay? And actually, technically, your first step would be to make sure you know where your vertices are and you label them if they're not already labeled. So like this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay. So if we're reflecting over the y-axis, we're going to go over that y-axis, which means we need to flip over it. Okay. People get confused with that. We just need to make sure that each vertex is the same distance as it is on the left to on the right side. So for instance, vertices A is 1, 2, 3, 4 away on the left side, which means it needs to be the exact same distance on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 away on the right side. So this is our new A prime. Exact same thing is going to happen for every other vertices. So C is 1, 2. It's 1, 2 on the other side. This is C prime. D or B is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right side because we are flipping over the y-axis. And then you can kind of sketch out your new triangle here. Okay. It's flipping over, it's mirroring both on left and right side. Okay. Hopefully you did okay on that. Now, I'm going to try this again, but this time I would like you to try to flip over the x-axis. All right, try to mirror this image over the x-axis. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult for me as I don't have that exact location of what it looks like, but hopefully you paused it and tried it. But in reality, what's going to happen is now instead of flipping over your y-axis, we're actually going to flip down and flip over this x-axis, which means all of these vertices right here need to mirror over the x-axis, which is left to right. Okay, so let's say this is B, this is A, and then this is C. We're going to count away from up. It's a mirror on top as it below. So if B is 1 unit away up, it's going to be 1 unit away down. So this would become B prime. If C is 1 unit away up, it's going to be 1 unit away down. So this is C prime. Same thing with A. If A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units up, it has to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units down. I can't get there, but that's where it's going to end up. And then you literally just have it flipped overwards, okay? I'm hoping that this is helping y'all understand what reflection is doing. I do want to state that one of our activities, we had a vertices on the axis, okay? If we're flipping over the y, it's still going to flip over the y and end up here, okay? If we're flipping over the x, let's say we have a vertices, I don't know, right here, right? It's going to stay right there because if it's flipping over the x, it's not going to go anywhere, okay? It's already on the x-axis, okay? I'm hoping that is making sense there for you, okay? If it doesn't, please email me, reach out. Some notes I would like to go over here, all right? So a reflection, and if you want to write these down in your notes, you are more than welcome to, but a reflection is a rigid transformation that reflects or flips a figure, a line, figure across a line to form a mirrored image. This line is called the line of reflection, okay? So a line that we flip over is called the line of reflection. So your first step when we're going through this, right? Step one, I want you to identify your vertices. Make sure you identify all your vertices. Step two is know what line of reflection you are going across. In this case, we're going over Y. And then step three, make sure each vertices is the same distance on both sides, okay? I'm hoping that you all are understanding this pretty well here. Now that we know that, you can go ahead and start your activity. It's going to be very similar to yesterday, but please let me know if you have any questions.